3, 2, 1, go! Howdy. So, what we're gonna do, we're gonna watch National Treasure, Edge of History. Seems interesting. I love the old ones. The movies were awesome. They're Nicolas Cage movie to the finest. I don't think he's gonna be in the show, but hopefully it has the same kind of blah spirit, you know? We're gonna watch the first 5 episodes, post to part 1. Then we're gonna watch the next 5 episodes to get to episode 10 and post to part 2 instead of having you sit through a long video. So here we go. It's sped over a few days, so don't expect, you know, bam, 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 bam. I didn't marathon feature this, so check out my shirts along the way and other such things. As you see, the background will slowly change and transition into what it is now, or then, or whatever it is. We'll see how we get there. National Treasure, episode 1. Woo! Howdy, y'all. And today, we are starting National Treasure, the TV show. What is it, Edge of History? Not the movies. We'll watch the movies eventually, but we're just starting this right now. I've been curious and intrigued. Don't have Nicolas Cage in it as far as I know, or any of the original cast, so we'll see what happens. I'm excited for American history and stuff like that. As with Andor, it's going to be spread out over quite a few days, so the background and the scenery things going on are going to change. Hope you're up with it. As of right now, we're starting episode 1. So we're about halfway through the first episode, and it's been a decent history lesson. I've enjoyed it a bit. The main characters so far that we've met, the 4 people, it starts off with them in prison and then escape room, finding out they're all modern. One dude stuck in a cell phone. Not really completely hooked, but I'm interested. So we're mostly through the first episode, and so far it's kind of neat. She has like this power of deduction where she can see clues and stuff and put it together inside her head. It's kind of neat and awesome. Change shirts because, you know, stuff happens. Life happens, you know. But, yeah. She found a box. The Incan, Aztec, Mayan boxes that they were talking about at the beginning. The things that were forged. I don't remember exactly what for, but she found a box in the very first episode. And there was 3 boxes, one for each tribe. Incans, Aztecs, Mayans.
No, I don't want an extended warranty. Hello, Jess.
Yeah.
Who's this?
National Treasure, episode 2. Here we go. So, episode 2 seemed to be, but we introduced characters in the first one. This one seemed to be about team building, I guess. Trying to build trust between each other, getting characters fleshed out, trying to figure out what's going on, what's happening, building the story. It's alright. Characters are neat. Nothing too grabby, jump out in your face about them yet. The one girl's power I kind of like, where she's able to like see things other people can't, or solve puzzles and stuff like that. But she just got fired, and it has something to do with the Incans, Aztecs, Mayans, all those civilizations together, some alliance, and it's kind of neat. Got my attention there because, you know, I like Central American cultures. Pretty nifty. If I ever had a dream vacation, it'd be going to Machu Picchu. Oh yeah, you know how awesome that would be? So far, if you like regular shows for like younger generations, I'd recommend it. We'll see on episode 3. Howdy, y'all. We're on National Treasure, episode 3, the Graceland Gambit. Based on the name, I'm gonna go to Graceland. Ooh, exciting. Isn't that fun? So far, dude was kidnapped. Old guy passed away, left girl some clue to a box. Kidnapper lady wanted a box. She had a box. She tricked the lady, put a thing in the box because she's super smart and has a superpower of being able to solve puzzles and see things crazy. Told the FBI, thought she was crazy. Now they're investigating it behind her back and nobody else's back because they don't tell nobody. So, let's go.
Little Buddy Ducks hanging out with us today. Might know him from the Tremor series.
Okay, so she found out randomly that her mom is involved because a piece of paper that the one dude's granddad who passed away had, who was the guy who chased down Nicolas Cage in another movie and all that. Well, her mom's involved. She found an old video camera thing with a recording of her giving an orientation up on stage to a bunch of people, and then her father coming in and defending her when they're telling her she's crazy. And they're all sitting there watching it together, and then the one dude walks in who's something to the other guy. I don't know exactly because I wasn't really paying attention, but he's something to the one guy, and he walked in and was like, I thought you were done with all this treasure hunting. And they're like, oh no. And then back to the FBI agent and stuff, and they're sitting there like, something did happen maybe, because they did a talk screen on the old man, because they're curious if he did die of foul play or something. So this is interesting. I'm interested in knowing about the Incan, Aztec, and Mayan treasure that came together, because supposedly they didn't all have that exact communication and talking like continuously and stuff where they would be able to hide a treasure together. Something like big. So they did go to Graceland. They investigated a bunch of Elvis stuff, little stories, things like that. Little puns, Easter eggs, things. It was nifty. They went there to look on his guitar thinking that's where the clue was, but then they realized no, it's not, because one of his songs was the same thing, but it was a fake gold record, so they caused a distraction, recorded it on their cell phones like teenagers do. And you know, the bad guy, the crypto queen, she went to an ancient temple on a mountain, and it's a trap. The dude that she's been with, he died, fell in a hole. So yeah, this episode's been kind of adventure-y, a little more exciting, still kind of, I guess, teen drama thing. But yeah, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna enjoy this. So here we go. National Treasure episode 4, Charlotte. We got Riley Poole coming in from the National Treasure movies, the co-stealer, finder. Yeah, come back. So far, somehow, that Billy Bad Lady, she got the Elvis recording. I don't understand how. And she got it in reverse, like they figured out. They got the recording from Graceland, though. They're on the right path, maybe, hopefully. So I need to cut in here to tell you about some loose ends I didn't fill in later. Yes, they figured out the talk screen. He was poisoned, the old man. She says hi. Say like.
Like.
Say subscribe.
I like.
Come on, do it. Do it. Yeah. And how they were figuring out, and the mole. I feel like I need to cut into the later episode and tell you how they were figuring out. I don't know. The one detective's still investigating the one dude's death, so something's about to come. All these stories are going to collide in some way, and it's going to be crazy, awesome, and hopefully we get to see some epic, treasure of some sort. Like, it's going to Aztec, Incan, Mayan, so I'm hoping it's something like that. It's a little different than the movies doing American ideas, but it's going to be interesting. Let's watch this episode and see. Here we go. So this has been an interesting episode. They got locked in a clue room behind a bookcase, oxygen being pulled out as they're slowly figuring out the clues. That has to do with Sacagawea. And then they kissed, the guitarist dude and the, what's her name? Should probably learn these characters' names. I just know their faces in this, but whatever, dude. It's okay. It's interesting. It's neat. Everybody's kissing. Whatever they got shot down at the end. But they figured out the clue. They're getting somewhere. It's happening. Curious how it's going to go from here. Is he going to continue on being a part of the show? So here we are, y'all. Episode 5 of National Treasure, Edge of History. Halfway mark. So this means we're going to put out part 1 here soon. And then we're going to continue on with part 2, which is the other 5 episodes. But this is Bad Romance. Her name is Jess. It's really sad, and I'm sorry it took me this long to get to figuring it out. And Tasha is her other friend. And we know Riley. And Billy's the bad lady. And we haven't seen Ben. But slowly getting better and more interesting. kind of enjoying it and all that. Let's see where it goes. Here we go. Ready? 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 There's a spy in their midst. That's how it ended last. Somebody leaked the information to Billy about the backwards Elvis. So, this episode is about them being suspicious of each other, and they're both on a hunt for what they think is the right clue, and we don't know which one's looking for the right thing. They both had the same idea, but they both went different paths. Kinda. Like one's thinking Sacagawea, one's thinking Cortez is something or another. Oh, which one's different? Kinda. They all been kinda different. Each episode has a unique tone to it, genre. Like they're suspicious of each other and thinking one's a spy, one may be a spy. Who knows? Okay, so what I needed to explain was that the mole wasn't really a mole. It wasn't one of them lying on each other, nothing like that. Billy planted a bug in dude's shoes because he has a shoe obsession and he has a YouTube channel. Yeah, his YouTube channel about shoes. So that episode was kind of interesting compared to the rest. Well, they went to the governor's ball after being suspicious of each other and then thinking and realizing, you know, hey, he's not really working with Billy. But then when they get to the governor's ball, they do a dance. And when they do a dance, I just blanked on his name. Dude steals the journal, the boyfriend guy. He steals the journal, runs out. And she gets caught trying to follow him, and the security figure, like, catch her dress color, who she is, and report it and all that throughout the building. And the police start showing up. She takes off running and gets a distraction to get out of there because of youth teen activism. She got up on stage, Tasha did. I remembered her name. And Jess is the one who's running in the purple dress. But she got outside, took off running, and along came this fancy car, and it was Billy that said get in. What other option did she have at that moment other than continue running and pray for the best, or get in and trust Billy? We'll see what happens. Stay tuned for part 2. Gonna set this as part 1. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you stay tuned for part 2 coming soon.